As this quarantine lengthens, its effects are more broadly felt. I felt it yesterday as I stood in line, carefully keeping my 6-foot distance from people, faces hidden behind masks, on an essential pizza run. Yes, and you know what I mean. But I felt a hint of being distant and held apart. My heart went out to those that don't have close family to walk through this isolated time with. I could sense despair encroaching upon life. As Richard Rohr said recently, most of us cannot endure suffering long without some sliver of hope or meaning. But where does that hope come from? You know, I've often thought of hope meaning something in the future that we can look forward to, that things are going to get better, wishing for circumstances to change. Such as, the seas parting when we're trapped, or miracles happening, or may I say, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, but better things. However, as I reflected more, I realized so many spiritual giants have lived in the midst of suffering without hope of change, but with the peace that passes understanding that Jesus promised. Richard Rohr calls this mystical hope. So think of Job questioning and arguing with God for 40 eloquent chapters. Or even Viktor Frankl living through Nazi concentration camps. Or Mother Teresa seeing the poor die in her arms every day. Or even Jesus begging to be relieved of the suffering that he was about to face. Or Jesus' own mother, Mary, as she knowingly faced an interrupted life of trouble. Upon experiencing God with no promise of avoiding pain, they were able to say, in their own way, let it be. This mystical hope, or peace with passes understanding, came from facing the suffering, striving with the divine, even questioning and begging God. May we, whether it's in this time of isolation, unrest, or some other circumstances that will come, may we have the courage to do so as well, to strive, to question, plead, beg, and then, when the time is right, which it seems only comes through experience, may we accept God's presence as our hope. Mystical hope, not coming from a promise of change, but an experience of presence. So, may the face of God shine upon you and give you peace, or in this case, mystical hope.